Hello everyone, WolfieCast here with another Hero Basics video where I take a hero from Gigantic and show you what their abilities do, with no talents, no upgrades, nothing special, just as they come. This time featuring Griselma, and boy, this is going to be a long one because this is a fairly complicated character. To start off, Griselma is a ranged support hero with the tag Summoner. She is best known for her ability to kind of create these locked down positions preemptively by summoning little hand turrets that do damage to enemies that come nearby. Griselma has 1550 health as well as 15 armor, so she's slightly healthier than others of a similar role with 50 extra health, which is honestly pretty negligible in my honest opinion. But let's get into her abilities. First, we're going to go over her left mouse button, which is called Reach Out. It is a beam attack that does damage over intervals, and if there are portal beasts that are active, they will prioritize her targets and also have faster attack speed. And I'll get into that, like kind of showcasing that more when I put the hands out. But to start off, pretty short range beam attack, does a small amount of damage over time. It's pretty small. Like she's kind of not doing too much all on her own, honestly, but you know, I guess you could say inevitably a target would die if you were to hold this long enough, but it's just taking a long time. But that is the basic of her left mouse button. But if I were to summon a portal beast right here, the portal beast will start attacking, kind of has this attack interval. But if I left mouse button, you can see it's actually attacking way more often. And that damage is adding up very quickly. So you can see that there's a difference. And that's only one portal beast. If I have both out, you can actually see the difference here as well. Holding it down, lot of damage because both are attacking, and it's all considered individual source, so it's doing its full damage every time. But that is her left mouse button. And honestly, you'll see that the turrets, like I said before, they'll just attack whoever is nearby at a slower rate, and they're just going to attack whatever's closest, whatever they see first. I believe their AI has them just attacking the same thing until that person is either out of range, out of sight, or if someone else comes closer. Next, we're going to go over her right mouse button, which is called Summon. And quite literally, it just does as it says. It summons a portal beast in the target area, and it will fight along Griselma. It has its own attack animation, its own attack intervals. It kind of has this 90-degree conical vision area of effect. And if the portal beast dies, it activates a 9-second cooldown for this ability, which it already has a 9-second cooldown. But what it means is if it's off cooldown and then the portal beast dies, it'll go on cooldown, so you can't immediately just replace the portal beast. And then if you are to summon the portal beast while it's in the rift zone, which is her Q, and I'll go over that in a moment, the cooldown of the summon actually gets reduced significantly, down to 3 seconds. So this is what the targeting looks like. You can summon it all the way over there, and you can see the line, kind of this area where the turret will affect. And you can kind of see a far line. Like if I draw it over here, you can see it on the tree, but you can sort of see it on the ground over there. That's kind of how long the range is. But I put it right here, summon it after a small delay, and then it immediately starts attacking the closest thing, which is Nasus here. And then, like before, portal beasts will actually stay summoned forever until they either die or get moved. So I actually have a second portal beast down there already, just because I wanted to get him out of the way. But if I, go over here, summon him there, now I have two turrets, one attacking here, one attacking there, both attacking the same target. And then I can also, as shown earlier, use my beam, and they attack much faster. So she's very good at kind of prioritizing one enemy and then having them be just annihilated. So they have to be mindful of the portal beast damage, either get out of dodge or destroy the portal beasts themselves, which honestly they don't have a ton of health. They definitely don't have as much health as like Sir Kador or any number of heroes. Honestly, it kind of looks to me like it's around maybe 700 or so. But that is the Portal Beasts. Moving on to Griselma's Q, which is called Rift Zone. After a small delay, creates a puddle in the target area that applies cracked armor, which cracked armor reduces armor by 10 and deals 10 damage per second, so long as they stay within the puddle. It also, the spell description does not show this technically, but it does also do damage per second while they stay in it as well. So cast range is pretty large, but after a small delay, you see as the portal opens, it does a good amount of damage per second and obviously applies that cracked armor. And that cracked armor will stay delayed for maybe 2 seconds, I believe it looks like. And honestly, pretty short cooldown, but it's a small area, so it's kind of hard to keep them stayed in there unless you have other lockdown potential. But the constant ability to crack armor cannot be understated. Yeah, it's got like around a 50% uptime because it lasts for about 5 seconds and then it has a 10-second cooldown. But that's entirely dependent on if they actually stay in it the whole time. But that is it. And to show the earlier point on the right mouse button, if I were to spawn this and then summon the Portal Beast, the Portal Beast cooldown is significantly reduced. It went only for 3 seconds, and then I can immediately just spawn another one. And I have both of my Portal Beasts point blank attacking this Nasus dummy. Griselma's last basic ability, her E, is called Displacement. She jumps into a portal for a total of up to 3 seconds and heals herself 50 HP per second. She can also move while using this ability, as she moves at a slower rate. And she can also cancel this ability early, but it has a 20-second cooldown, and it looks like this. So I hold it, I can move around slowly, and I'm invincible while I'm moving, and I'm nearly invisible. I think you can still kind of track where she is because it would still show like a red, like your crosshair would still turn red because it's sensing that there's an enemy nearby. But she's entirely invincible and untouchable in that state. But kind of showing it can be canceled early. Do that again. Immediately tap again. I can reappear if I wanted to. Lastly, we have Griselma's Focus, which is called the Abyss. At a certain range, you target and it spawns a Mega Beast for up to 8 seconds. The Mega Beast attacks enemies that are near it, and enemies that are in the space when the Mega Beast summoned get launched away from the point of impact and take damage. So, the Mega Beast, the scaling of the focus per rank, the summon initial damage does start at 250 and then goes up to 400 and then 550 at rank 3. And then the Mega Beast attacks, each attack starts at 150 and then does 200 or 250 at rank 3. So that's what this looks like. Very long range, pretty big area of effect, launches away, and then the Portal Beast starts attacking. Also, Griselma does like this weird kind of animation. I think that this is a bug, honestly, but it doesn't really like hinder her in any way. It definitely makes her a little silly looking because she starts running and doing this thing. But you can cancel this by using your right mouse button. It's just a little funny, but otherwise doesn't really hinder you in any way. So that is Griselma's kit. You can tell that she is kind of a strange support. To put it lightly, it's kind of more about territory control, like zone manipulation, locking down, neutral objective points, protecting spaces, and she has very significant damaged output potential. But I believe that her real weakness comes from the fact that she really doesn't do that much at all without the Portal Beast. So, kind of attacking the Portal Beast is pretty crucial. But I do the launch here, and everything's attacking. You can absolutely annihilate somebody from the space. But if you enjoyed watching, please make sure to like the video and share. Be on the lookout for more hero basics, as well as the deep dive into Griselma. And that video is going to be also pretty long. But thank you for watching. Have a good evening, and see you on the next one.